Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 is the continuation of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. When Miles Morales is introduced to the Spider-Verse, a multi-dimensional world filled with different Spider-Men and Spider-Women from other universes, he realizes that his ways of saving the world are not shared by other Spider heroes, and must redefine what it truly means to be Spider-Man. For those of you who don't know me very well, Spider-Man was, and still is, one of my favorite heroes and favorite fictional characters of all time. I mean, I remember when I was young, in the middle of my living room, I had a whole basket filled with nothing but Spider-Man toys. I loved the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, and the character means so much to me, which is why when filmmakers make a really great movie like this, such as Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, it really means a lot to me. Spider-Man was my childhood, and my love and passion for the first film, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, was huge. I loved that film, so I had a lot of expectations going into this film, and I am so happy to say that not only were my expectations met, but they were exceeded. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse a few years ago was one of my favorite superhero films of all time, and it still is. And really, I hadn't seen a good Spider-Man film before that since 2004 when Spider-Man 2 was released. I didn't really dig Sony's Spider-Man universe, and Tom Holland was excellent as Spider-Man, but I never really cared about his character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe aside from No Way Home, and honestly, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was the Spider-Man film I had been waiting for many years. So needless to say, Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 had a lot to live up to. And I'm here to tell you, it did. The animation for this film is simply stunning. The movie literally looks like a moving watercolor painting, and how this film builds up the lore and the history of the Spider-Verse is just so fascinating and awesome to watch. It's quite literally magical, and this film also forces Miles to make really difficult decisions that go a long way towards great character development, towards really showing who he is as a human being, as Spider-Man, and as a character. This film was so great and so inspirational to me that I saw the movie tonight, and once the credits began rolling, I immediately said to myself, I've got to run home and record a video about this and talk about this film. This film is that awesome. This film reminded me of what it was like to be a kid again, rediscovering the magic and the wonder of what it was like to learn about these heroes and these characters, the people behind these heroes and these characters, and most importantly, the person behind the mask. The fully fleshed out character designs and the combination of different animation styles is so seamlessly blended together. This film really, quite literally, is a work of art. This film is so much fun to look at. It is dripping, and I mean filled to the brim, with beautiful artwork, beautiful scenery, and such inspirational art that it makes you want to be an animation filmmaker. I'm not even kidding. This film is one of those films that just keeps giving. There's even this one universe that Miles goes to that I called the Ghost in the Shell universe, because that's exactly what it looked like, and that's how beautiful it looked. It's so obvious to me that Lord and Miller, the scriptwriters for both this film and Into the Spider-Verse, cared very deeply about creating a world, or in this case many worlds, that we as the audience could really fall in love with, could lose ourselves in, and just become fascinated with learning about. I absolutely adored Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, and I can already tell, like, I just got out of the theater an hour or so ago, and I can already tell that this is going to be one of my favorite, not only Spider-Man films of all time, but favorite superhero films of all time. And you know I am gonna give Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 an A+. Thank you all so much for watching my video today. If you liked what you saw here, please consider leaving a like, leaving a comment, hitting the subscribe button, hitting the bell notification icon so you know when yours truly uploads, and as always, you can look forward to another movie review coming from yours truly very soon. Thank you all again so much.